fellas, pursuant to Lewis's request for a video tour of Miss Delmarva, here she is, and I did want to wait till we had what the Florida weathermen down here call a Chamber of Commerce sort of day. As you can see, it is just that. It's a gorgeous day. A little bit breezy, about 10 knots out of the west, but nice. It's about 70 degrees right now. This boat has an incredible shine down the hull side. You can see the fender reflection there, and you don't really see any ripples. I mean, they did a great job with this boat. It's got the same shine. I don't know if you can really see looking down the gunnel here. Beautifully replated Lee's rod holders, wonderful Miami. Scotty's aft boxes, of course, finished in what I call live well blue, which is kind of slick, even though he's not going to use it as a live well. All the fasteners are properly done. Really, it's just an excellently built boat. There's a cute little step right there. I don't know if that's going to be too practical, but whatever. Same down this gunnel, of course. The interesting thing is the liner, really, all the way forward, the anchor locker bulkhead has the same shine and finish as all the other visible surfaces. The console included, the leaning post, live well. It's just really well built. You can see TH Marine, I think they're TH Marine backing plates. They're well done. You can see the copper drain tube type scuppers that are perfectly swaged over. We used to use these at Wellcraft by the thousands. If you're ever going to use these, there's a little trick I learned. I'm going to talk to you guys about it at one point. When you put your copper tube in, that of course is longer on each side than the transom thickness, you lay a pencil over on its side with the point, and you scribe a line around the tube, both sides. You kind of wedge it in with maybe a little piece of popsicle stick or something like that. You cut on the line and then deburr, and it rolls over perfectly with your swaging tool. That's just a little trick I learned from my old Cuban buddy Tony, and it works. I've done it thousands of times. Here's what, as I was talking about, the finish on the underside of the aft box hatches, and of course on the bilge hatches. Looks like a two-piece mold, I would guess, because you can see a little bit of finish work around the edges and what have you. Very clean in there. The rigging chase tube. Really all it's going to live in here probably is about a ground bus bar, fuel water separators, and then of course the rigging for both motors is going to come up, pretty much come up this way and then come out this face. It'll come in to the port motor sort of like this, and to the starboard, or to the starboard motor, I'm sorry, and to the port motor sort of like that. I'll see when I get to that point. Bilge access is good. Shut off valve right there. I like that. Easily test the bilge pump float. Over on this side, I believe, no wait, we have the washdown pump there, but I think I'm going to replace that with that new pump that Brian sent. Other than that, it's pretty empty in here, and that's good. Easy to keep clean, easy to service anything, and that is a very good thing. So let's see, beautiful upholstery. Got this nice ribbed effect. I hope my friend Gary, who used to do all the upholstery for Prolon, can mimic that that upholstery. He ought to be able to. It's just a matter of getting the upholstery and then making the cushions, because we're going to have cushions for the flat here on the front side of the console and backrest right there. Forward hatches, nothing really special here. Not finished compartments, but well done, probably painted on gel. Have the Perco, what we call the Perco drain, just a little drain screen. That pie right there, I imagine accesses the drain for, take a look here. Yeah, it allows them to tighten up the backing nut on that drain. That's probably what we call a Stalon through hull, or it's a acetyl resin through hull body with a stainless cap. They're sweet, they're nice, and they're cheap. That, of course, is finished gel in there. Nothing special up here. What I did notice that was kind of interesting, the stainless trim, or aluminum trim, I'm sorry, that goes all the way around, is through bolted. Whereas where you can access the hull and deck joint up here, the through bolt is not. And I thought, why through bolt this trim, but not through bolt the hull and deck joint where you've got the access to it? Whatever, not my call. But anyway, hose pipes and the cleats down there. I like that setup. And I think that's kind of big boat type setup, if you know what I mean. Here's your console. There's the radio box, or electronics box. That's going to come last because of having to need the room in here to work. Now, if you'll give me just a second, I can, one moment here, climb in with relative ease, and there I have my work surface. I can put a plate of fried chicken here, maybe even some cauliflower.